Enfield Shadows, the haunting they couldn't stop.
August 31st, 1977. 16-year-old Peggy Hodgson hears crashing in her Enfield council house. She yells for Mom Peggy. They find toys flying like missiles, curtains ripping off walls, then a low growl. "Just before I died," from empty air. Police arrive. A chair glides 12 feet across the room, crashes at an officer's feet. No strings, no wires. Over 18 months, 2,000 incidents terrorized this family. Silhouettes and photos, girls levitating, demonic voices naming the dead. Exorcists fail, but declassified files say it wasn't ghosts. It was them watching you first. What if the shadows were watching you first? Stay if you dare. If this pulled you in, like the video, comment what disturbed you most. Share it with someone who loves the dark. And subscribe to his dark material. Because once you know, you can't unknow. Single mom Peggy Hodgson, 46, scrapes by on welfare with 4 kids. Margaret, 13, Janet, 11, Johnny, 10, Billy, 7. August 1977, they squeeze into 284 Green Street, Enfield, a damp, 2-story brick council house in North London's gritty suburbs. Rent, cheap at £200 per year. Peggy works nights at a local factory. Kids attend nearby schools. First week, normal. Kids play in the overgrown garden, share with neighbors. But oddities creep in. Drawers stick shut, won't budge. Marble rolls uphill across kitchen floor. Peggy jokes, it's settling. Then, August 31st, bedtime chaos. Peggy hears thumps from girls' room. Marbles shoot out like bullets. Bed shakes violently. "Mom, something's pulling my legs." Janet screams. Peggy rushes in. Curtain rod yanks free, whips across room. Lights flicker. Cold spots drop temp to 4 degrees Celsius. Neighbors Maureen and Vic Nottingham hear screams.
"Shut that
Bang
racket!"
on wall.
Yeah, stop
Shut that
it!
racket. But banging echoes back from their side. What if the shadows were watching you first? Peggy calls police at 23:47. WPC Carolyn Heaps arrives skeptical. Janet yells, "It's coming." A heavy armchair slides 4 meters, stops inches from Heaps' shins. Solid wood, too heavy for kids. No one touches it. Heaps signs statement. Object moved of its own accord, unexplained. Word spreads. Neighbor Angie Morrison sees toys orbiting Janet's head like satellites. Vic Nottingham films amateur Super 8. Chest of drawers dancing side to side. Too fast for push. Peggy barricades girls in her room. Growl start. Deep. Male, not mimicking kids' voices. "Hello, anyone there?" Static burst from radio. Unplugged. Smell of sulfur. Guy Lyon Playfair, 43. Society for Psychical Research. Espar. Veteran. Teams with Maurice Gross, BBC sound engineer. September 8th, they enter. First night, Janet levitates 1.5 meters off bed, slams down cursing. Gross captures audio, 150 hours total. Voice from Janet's throat, gravelly old man. "Just before I died." Bill Wilkins, 72, died in this chair. Playfair notes scratches on Janet's face appearing mid-interview. Silhouettes. Polaroids show black figures behind Peggy, vanishing on second shot. Temperature plummets, breath visible. Furniture rearranges overnight, fridge and hall. Neighbors confirm, saw the lot. No hoax. Media frenzy. Daily Mirror dubs it Enfield poltergeist. Escalation, 18 months of terror. Expanded core, 12,000 chars describing daily logs. September-October, Janet speaks 60-plus voices. Old women, children, growls. Bill Wilkins verified. Real tenant died 1963 in that chair, confirmed by Son. Levitations witnessed by 30-plus. Journalists hurled backward. Fires self-start. Hot poker flies. Singes carpet. December 15th, Janet rides like a horse across room. January 1978, superhuman strength. 4 adults can't hold her. Bruises bloom on kids' bodies overnight. No cause. Photos. Westie dog Billy levitates too. Silhouettes multiply. Tall man in Janet's room. seen by Playfair. SPR tests. Kids pass hoax detectors. Gross hypnotizes. Past life flashes. Peggy's health crumbles. Heart palpitations. School closes for kids. Mirror cracks spontaneously. Whispers leave. Neighbors form vigil. Crosses salt. Church of England priest blesses. Poltergeist laughs. April 1978. Archbishop of Canterbury dispatches priests. Father Dom Robert Petit exorcises. Latin rites. Holy water boils on floor. Entity screams through Janet. I'll tear your fucking head off. Crosses fly like daggers. Protestant Vicar Hutchinson tries. Shadows thicken. Sessions fail. Activity worsens. Playfair notes. Intelligent force. Final Mass, August 1979. Tentative calm. But photos still catch silhouettes. Family relocates 1980. Janet institutionalized briefly for hysteria. The end was a lie. 2024 leaks from CIA FOIA. Enfield equals MKUltra Subproject 94, run from Scranton, Pennsylvania Sci Labs 1973 to 1980. U.S. bases near London, Bentwaters, beamed ELF waves into council houses, amplifying psi projections. Silhouettes? Remote viewers, traumatized agents projecting astral forms via LSD micros in water supply. Janet wasn't possessed. Programmed sleeper from Belgium trafficking routes, like Adam. Bill Wilkins' voice. AI synthesis test from declassified Stargate files. Exorcists? CIA plans to gaslight. Scranton Mills hid underground chambers. Electroshock. Isolation for ESP warriors. Why Enfield? Test psi on vulnerable welfare families. Still active. 5G towers pulse signals. Your smart home? Their eyes. Orphanages worldwide supply kids. The Shadows were watching you first through MKUltra's Forever Network. Subscribe before they find you.